So the Bills have a first, second, and fourth round pick in this year's NFL draft. So my bold prediction here is that the Buffalo Bills could potentially select a quarterback in the top 3 draft picks in the 2024 NFL draft. But welcome to my channel here, Bills News Consolidated. I want to discuss this thought that I had regarding Josh Allen, regarding this Buffalo Bills team, and potentially drafting yet another quarterback to back up Josh Allen. And I'm really eyeing up that third pick for the Bills, which is in the 4th round. I think this would make a flawless spot there for Bills Mafia to select a quarterback. Now, before you jump off and get like, what are you talking about? I believe the Buffalo Bills have an opportunity here to raise the value of this quarterback from a 4th round pick to potentially, maybe eventually trading him for a 3rd, a 2nd, maybe even a 1st. Now, the thing is here, Josh Allen is our franchise quarterback. There's no doubt about it. Josh Allen is the guy, the best quarterback in the NFL, born for Buffalo. I swear I'm like one of Josh Allen's biggest fans, driving from Buffalo all the way to Fireball, California. Man, I love Josh Allen, and I was a huge fan of him coming out. He was the guy I wanted. But I see the future of the Buffalo Bills here, and I see what has trended in the NFL for a very, very long time, drafting quarterbacks in later rounds and raising the value of those quarterbacks. You know, quarterbacks have the most value in the NFL, so teams are willing to pay a premium for them. And knowing what we have here with the new coaching staff that we brought in, knowing that we have Josh Allen as the best quarterback in the NFL, dual purpose threat, running, throwing, sideline throws, backyard football plays, how important is it to really have a veteran quarterback behind Josh Allen, like we did with Mitch Trubisky, Case Keenum? I mean, so many players, even going back to A.J. McCarron in this past year with Kyle Allen. So I think it's time for the Bills to consider drafting a quarterback and stop spending a premium on these backup quarterbacks. Yes, we're going to save cap space. Right now, we're in a cap deficit. We need to make up for a lot of cap space and room. So drafting a quarterback for a very reasonable rate to develop him behind Josh Allen, ultimately raising up his value in the NFL, and then potentially trading him if we get a very enticing offer. Now, the thing is here, okay, everyone's going to say, well, the only way his value is going to go up is if he sees the field, and that would mean Josh Allen being hurt, but that's not necessarily the case. We even saw it for the first time, really, in the Sean McDermott era last year. Some of the games that we won, we were blowing them out. You know, and Kyle Allen got into the game pretty regularly last year. So, yes, I mean, it would have to take an injury to Josh Allen for this quarterback to really see any sustained playing time. But for the moments that he does get on the field, and if the Buffalo Bills do continue to dominate teams, I'm anticipating a much easier schedule this year than last year, one of the hardest freaking schedules ever. You know, I really think this backup quarterback is going to have a lot of opportunities to see the field, even with a healthy Josh Allen. Now, that really brings up the next point here with Josh Allen potentially getting hurt. And consider it. Like, what happened if Josh Allen got hurt when we had Mitch Trubisky here? Do you really think we would have won a Super Bowl? You know, what would have happened if Josh Allen got hurt when Case Keenum was here? Do you really think Case Keenum would have came in and won the Super Bowl? You know, and same goes with Kyle Allen. If last year Josh Allen got hurt and Kyle Allen had to start the rest of the year, we're not going to probably win the Super Bowl. The chances of that are so slim. Josh Allen gives us the best shot at winning the Super Bowl. And if Josh Allen goes down, I mean, I'm not saying to flush the season down the toilet, but chances are we're not going to win the Super Bowl. It's going to be awfully hard to do. But if we draft a rookie quarterback behind Josh Allen, you know, and he gets an opportunity to see the field, we are getting value in raising his value and converting that 4th round pick, or even if we do select him in the later round, we have a ton of draft picks, I believe 10 overall, a lot of late round picks. Like I said, a 1st round, 2nd round, 4th round are the top 3 rounds, and then we have 7 additional picks, all behind the 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round. So maybe the Bills do consider drafting a quarterback a little bit later and not at this 4th round pick. But I think there are some top prospects coming out in this year's NFL draft that have similar skill sets to Josh Allen, that have a dual purpose threat ability, that have an extremely strong arm, that really fits the prototype and body type of Josh Allen. You know how hard that is to find and mimic Josh Allen in practice. Josh Allen can't make every single throw to every single depth piece player on this team. So when we're planning on bringing in some additional rookie wide receivers, some guys that are going to be competing for roles on this team to see the field, I would like them practicing against even a rookie quarterback that has a similar size, a similar build, a similar skill set as Josh Allen. And also, I think it won't really ruin the flow of the offense if, God forbid, Josh Allen does happen to miss a game. We're going to have a similar style quarterback that comes in. It's not like we're going to have to revamp this entire offense and really cater this offense to what the quarterback does best if we bring in a similar type skill set to Josh Allen, a dual purpose threat, a player that could extend the play, that could just do a little bit of everything, run it, pass it. And, I really, really am loving this philosophy. And then you couple all of this really with raising the value of a 4th round pick, converting that to maybe a 2nd round pick would absolutely be huge for this franchise. We know how needy the NFL is with quarterbacks. We know how desperate teams are with drafting a quarterback. And if Brandon Beane has the eye for talent to draft Josh Allen and develop Josh Allen to what he is now, man, who's to say that we can't do it again with a later round pick? So I'm absolutely loving this idea. It's just really depending on when the Bills will do it. And I think we're going to be selecting a quarterback in this year's NFL draft. That's just what I'm really anticipating here. It just depends on when it's going to happen. Not going to happen in the 1st round, not going to happen in the 2nd round. Clearly, I think the Bills are potentially going to go either like wide receiver and then defensive line, or defensive line then wide receiver. There is a debate where the Bills in the 1st round could select wide receiver, and then in the 2nd round select a wide receiver, 2 back-to-back wide receivers. We've seen that in years past when we had some holes on defense, back-to-back defensive ends, right? Boogie Basham, Greg Rousseau. I mean, the Bills doubling up at positions, and it kind of negates any sort of risk, right? If we're selecting one player at one position and the very next round we're selecting the same position, chances are one of them is going to work out, especially when we're doing so much due diligence and research in the interviews, looking at the stats and everything that they have. Chances are you're not going to miss on both of them. But I appreciate you guys all so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like, subscribe. 80% of you are not subscribed to the channel, so it deeply mean the world to me. Also, I want to really show you guys an avenue to better your lives with Course Careers. Check the link down below in the description. They're offering fully remote jobs. They're partnered with employers in the United States. So after you graduate, they know the students are going to be ready to go. They see your grades, they see your final exam, and they're hiring you between tech sales, data analytics, software engineering. We've had stories of janitors starting out as software engineers and making like $80K a year. So it's really endless. So make sure you guys check the link in the description. Appreciate you guys. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.